beautiful people of the internet, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be having some real talk and we're going to talk about polycystic ovary syndrome. It's basically going to be a story time of how I got diagnosed with it, and the first thing I'm going to go over is what I found on Google. It's just like a little definition, and it says a hormonal disorder causing enlarged ovaries with small cysts on the outer edges. It also has in here that you can get obesity and acne or oily skin, infertility, depression, loss of scalp hair or unwanted hair, and obviously abnormal menstruation. So there's a lot of things that, like, obviously when you have your hormones all out of whack, it kind of does play havoc. So I thought I would start from the beginning with my story, and basically I think I was about 13, no, it might have been 14 when, because I had normal periods, but then about 14 or 15, I can't remember exactly, they started like disappearing and only coming like every 6 months sometimes, mainly twice a year. So obviously you're supposed to get it once a month, which is 12 times a year. So I thought this was very strange because I was having it normal to begin with every month. Went to the doctor and he just said it's normal for, you know, a teenager growing into things, blah blah blah, and so we didn't think much of it. But then it kept going, and I think Mum kind of just knew something wasn't quite right, so she kept pushing it. In the end, we ended up going to a different doctor, and basically she got me. So she was getting blood tests, and then you have to drink all this water, like I think it's about a litre or something, in a space of half an hour, and then you've got to hold on for an hour and a half or something. So that they can see when they do the ultrasound thing. Oh, I failed the first attempt, put it that way, and luckily the second one was good. We got down there early enough so that I was standing and it was all good. It worked out in the end, but wow, not a fan of that at all. And afterwards she's like telling me about all these things, and then I was like, can I just go to the toilet? Please, can I just go to the toilet? And then I can't remember how long after that we went to the doctor. So she confirmed that I did have polycystic ovary syndrome, and she basically said what that means is you're not going to be able to lose weight even if you just drink water. Now first of all you're like, well, what? I've always had problems with my weight, but to hear that you think, wow, so if I try and lose weight it's not going to work, like. And then she said, and then you probably won't be able to have kids. And bear in mind, this is when I was 16 years old, so it was quite a big shock to hear that. And honestly, I just remember like, yeah. So many things were going through my mind. I was just like, yeah, okay. I just wanted to get out of there. I wanted to run, so that no one would see me cry. And anyway, she brought it across quite rudely, I thought, especially to a 16-year-old. And I remember just getting out to the car and just crying and crying and crying and crying. Like, I'm not going to be able to lose weight. I'm not going to have kids. I'm, you know, potentially going to get unwanted hair and stuff like that, and acne and all this and that. I mean, the main thing for me was not be able to lose weight and not be able to have kids. It kind of just, it was like, wow. And I think, you know, I did go into a bit of a depressive state. You know, it took me a while to come to terms with the fact that this is what I have and this is what I've got to deal with. And, you know, there were many times that I did cry a lot. And to now, I don't cry anymore. I've kind of, like, because now it's been so long with it, it's just like, oh, that's what I have. But it does play in the back of my mind that, you know, you may not be able to have kids of your own, and there's something so special about having that. And for me, that is, you know, some people may not want kids, but for me, I've always wanted to be a mum. I've always wanted to, you know, have kids, and yeah, it's something that does weigh heavy on me, but you know, I'm believing in God that, you know, I will be able to have kids, and you know, I know so many people that have had it, and have had kids, so it does give me hope. It's just, I guess there's always that part, well, maybe not, you know. So I was given the pill, which helps regulate the periods, to keep your hormones under bay as well, because she said that if I wasn't on the pill to regulate the hormones, I'm more at risk of diabetes and stuff. So obviously that was the thing that I did not want to get, and so yeah, that actually did regulate my periods. But for a time when it was doing that, it was like, you know, you're forcing something to do something that it doesn't want to do, because it's abnormal. So for me, it was like I had a lot of excruciating pain. I knew that every time around then I was not very well, and I remember being at one of my jobs, and basically each month I had so many days off, and that's because of the periods. And sometimes I would push through, but it was very hard, and it was like my body was trying to balance out everything. And yeah, it was honestly so hard, and trying to push through that was hard as well. Like, I don't want to be off work. I want to be working, I want to be earning money. I don't want to be taking without pay, you know. And sometimes it was really heavy, sometimes it was really light, and if you accidentally skipped a tablet, which sometimes I did, it would stuff everything up as well, and your whole body would be all out. And you know, sometimes I do get grumpy or moody, or everything gets a bit, you know, shoved around because of the hormones. And I had a lot of migraines as well, and it was like, oh, it got tiring. It got really, really tiring. But you know, I looked at people who had it as well, and how they were getting through it, and it really inspired me. Like, I thought, wow, look at how well they're doing, and they're getting through it. So I knew there was like, you can push through, you can make this work, and eventually your body's gonna adjust. So I always had the doctor's words playing in my mind, not gonna be able to lose weight, blah 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 blah, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna prove this doctor wrong. I'm gonna lose this weight, and I'm going to, you know, feel better about myself. And honestly, I did so well, and I think I lost about 20 kg, and I got down to about I think it was about 70 kg, and it was honestly like, I felt so great. And I remember going into the doctor's thinking, right, I'm going to say, oh, you know, I've lost a lot of weight, you know, despite the odds, you know. And she's like, oh, that's really good. And anyway, I think she weighed me, and she goes, okay, well, you need to lose another 10 kg. And honestly, my heart just dropped. It's like, I have pushed myself so much to get to this point, and you're telling me I've still got to go down? But I was like, okay, I would do my best to do it, right? And so I pushed myself and pushed myself and pushed myself. But it was like my body was not going to go under 69 no matter what I did. That's the lowest I ever went. And then it got to the point where I got real upset. I'm not going to be able to get down to that 60 kg that the doctor wants me to get to, so that I can potentially come off these tablets. Because if I don't come off these tablets, then obviously I'm not going to be able to have kids, and I don't want to come off the tablets and put risk and stuff. So I was like, I was at a loss, and I was thinking, what am I going to do? And getting teary just thinking about it. And I did the thing that I shouldn't have done, and that was just go to food. I went to food for comfort, and I chucked on so much weight over the years, and I've struggled to get back down. I think, if only I didn't listen to the doctor and just thought, you know what, I'm happy at this weight, I'm feeling good, and just keep it there, and eventually when I do find someone and go to have kids, worry about it then. But I didn't. And honestly, if you have polycystic ovary syndrome, you've got to not listen to the doctors to the point where if they say you can't lose weight or you need to lose so much more, you've just got to do what makes you happy, because at the end of the day it will just make you feel so upset, so depressed. And if you're someone that's like me, my comfort is food. if I'm upset, I go to food, and that's, you know, that's another story. And yeah, I have had a lot of struggles, but I'm believing for good things. I'm believing for good things. And even though they say there is no cure, I'm believing that there is a cure, and I'm believing that I can push through this and be a happy, healthy me. So I'm definitely praying, and you know, as I say, I've seen other people that have it and have pushed through it, and I mean, I could talk about this for so much more time, but you know, I've probably rambled on for so long already. And yeah, but I just want to say, you know, if it is polycystic ovary syndrome that you have, you know, don't necessarily believe the doctors when they say you can't have kids. There's people out there that have had kids. Don't believe that they say you can't lose weight, because we can lose weight and we can do it. It's just finding that motivation and determination to get down there and not letting anything get in the way to stop you. And that's what I've come to realize. And yeah, it's a tough road, and I'm getting there. And every now and then I still have moments where, you know, when I do get my period, it does play havoc on my body. But thankfully it's not as frequent as what it used to be. Like, it used to be every single time, and now it's just kind of like once every now and then. So you can kind of put up with it a little bit better. And yeah, I'm believing for good things. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you love it, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell button to receive notifications. And yeah, if there's something that you'd like me to talk about, like, get real with you, let me know in the comments if there's anything in specific that you want me to talk about. We can talk about it. And yeah, see you next time.